Hey class, I just wanted to introduce you to me, your professor, throughout the semester. And I also wanted to give you some tips about how to navigate our course on Canvas, as well as uh, my general expectations, I guess. So my name is Vanessa Strodel Call. I love animals. I have a dog and 4 cats and a snake. So without a doubt, you will see an animal running across my screen at some point, whether it's in a recording or in a conference with you via Zoom. I really encourage you to participate in conferences. Uh, I also majored in English from the start and never changed my major. I love English. It's my favorite subject still. I'm very passionate about it. I have worked in the funeral industry for 9 years, but I find much more satisfaction working with students. So it's kind of where I've spent most of my time and directed most of my energies. So why don't we kind of review the course generally? So I just kind of want to show us how to navigate it. So this is our course. I put it in student view, so hopefully it looks a little bit more similar to what you will see. So the first thing I wanted to show us, this is the home page, the syllabus, right? So the syllabus is going to be key. So when you're in doubt, go to the syllabus, right? So you'll find the syllabus is here, and then our schedule is linked here. So when you click on our syllabus, it'll bring you to a Google Doc where I also put all our readings as live links on here. So if you're having a hard time navigating, well, not on here actually, this is our syllabus. So this syllabus, right, it tells us where to contact me. So if you ever have a question, you can either contact me via Canvas inbox, right, over here, or you can notify me or email me via my school email. Just to allow for up to 24 hours for me to respond. I often respond much quicker than this, but I want to just make sure, like on a weekend or anything, that I'm not missing anything. Office hours are going to be by appointment, so just email me if you ever want to meet up with me. I'm super flexible. We can figure out a time that'll work for both of us in a timely manner. You also can ask general questions, right? It's under discussions. I'll show us where it is, but so the general questions to a discussion forum, so hopefully your peers could answer it a little bit quicker maybe. So you could read through here are the policies. Ultimately, you are going to be using OER or free, right? So Open Educational Resources, free online textbooks throughout the semester. So I'm not requiring you to buy a textbook at all. However, you do need to buy Born a Crime, and I link it to Amazon here, but honestly, you can buy any Born a Crime. I also encourage listening to the audiobook, and if you have Prime, you can get one free Audible, and it's Trevor Noah reading it. He has a lot of personality. He pronounces the words correctly, right? Because he does integrate some of various languages, so it could be helpful, especially if you know you're not a big reader. So this is the only thing you really have to buy throughout the semester besides having access to, reliable internet and all that. So you can read through here. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I also link some resources here at the end in case, this applies to you. So the other thing is the schedule. So I have the schedule on a separate sheet because this is what you will probably look at more frequently. And I would recommend printing both of these, but if you don't have a printer, they're always here. So this is where your schedule is. And this is what I was talking about with the live links that I put here. So throughout the modules, whenever you have to read something, it's going to be linked there as well. These are the open educational resources. But they're also linked here on our schedule. So these are all live links. So you should have a general sense of like what's going on throughout the semester because it's all going to be linked here. So coming back over to our page, the other thing I wanted to highlight, which I can't entirely show you in student view, but I can show you where to go. So for notifications, you want to make sure that you are getting announcement notifications immediately. You want to make sure that you're getting Canvas inbox and notifications immediately, because if I email you, right, or I'm messaging you via Canvas inbox here, I need to make sure that you are responding to me, right? That's our only and main form of communication. So that needs to be really, turned on and active. So the way you update your notifications is you come over here to Account, and then you'll click Notifications, and then you can update them. I also, because this is an online class, recommend you updating your profile, maybe putting a picture of yourself or your animal or whatever you want, as well as, some details about you, because that's going to be the easiest way for us to kind of get to know each other besides the introduction. So besides that, our final thing, so going home, is all of our activities are going to be linked throughout the modules. You literally can just follow the modules as you go. So you can access the modules two ways. One way is by clicking modules over here, and it'll bring you there, or depending on what week we're on, you can click on it right here. You're going to start at course orientation. In the first week, you're going to get through course orientation and week 1, okay? So it's a little bit hefty, so to speak, but course orientation is just all the document overview for things that you need, as well as resources, extra credit ideas, opportunities, etc. So we can just go to course orientation, and it'll bring us right here where you'll start. And for this first course orientation, the only assignment that you have is this introduction at the end, but the rest of it, you're basically just going to read it, and when you read it and click and go through it, you're going to mark done. So let's just show you. So when you click on the welcome message, right, you'll be in it, and then you just have to mark done on the top like that, and then just move through by clicking the button right there on the side, right, the little arrow. So that's how you're going to get through course orientation. The 2 things you have to complete in order to stay registered in this class in the first week. Obviously, there's more than these 2 things because it's a compressed summer class, so we got to pump through it. But the 2 things you have to do to stay enrolled is complete this introductions. So you'll post your first response by June 12th, and then you'll have until Sunday to post your replies to 2 peers. And then once you've gotten through this course orientation, you've marked done on all of them, and you've submitted something for introductions, you'll move on to week 1. And when you move on to week 1, you'll notice this one also needs a marked done. The other thing you have to complete to stay enrolled in this course is what we call Guidelines for Success. This will be so easy. It's a very straightforward assignment. The other thing I wanted to bring to your attention is we are completing our first essay in the first week. However, the grade is pretty much a complete, incomplete, did you do it, did you not do it? So this will kind of get us used to the course by completing a essay rough draft, by participating in a peer review, and then by completing the essay and submitting something. I will be giving you feedback, and I will be telling you what your grade would have been, so that you can kind of get a sense of where you're at, what you need to work on going forward. So it's really all my main sort of comments at this point, but feel free throughout the semester, if you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I would gladly help you and try to explain anything to you, okay? So just be sure to reach out. All right, I look forward to getting to know all of you throughout the semester.